Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Sukari here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you all my Dubai travel guide. So for those of you who don't know, I went to Dubai for my 21st birthday. I had an amazing time, and since then a lot of people were asking me questions about my trip, so I figured I'll do this video to help some of you guys out who are also planning your trip to Dubai. In this video I'm going to be talking about dress, money, transportation, cultural differences, top excursions, and just pretty much everything that I wish I would have known before I went to Dubai. I went to Dubai for 5 nights and I booked my trip through Gate 1 Travel. Gate 1 Travel is a travel agency that I found online who caters trips everywhere from Europe to the Mediterranean to Asia to Africa. They give you the option of booking your hotel and your flight, or you can also do a package where they book your hotel, flight, and they also plan and pay for your itinerary. I decided to allow Gate 1 Travel to book my airfare as well as my hotel, but I decided to make my itinerary myself. The package that I got included a round-trip non-stop flight on Emirates Economy, and it also included a 5-night stay at the Novotel Hotel off of Sheikh Zayed Road. Subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, because I'm really spilling the beans. I'm spilling the beans, so at least you could do is subscribe to my channel. So all in all, Gate 1 Travel was an amazing company to book with. We had transportation going to and from the airport, and the people were just super professional and super nice to work with. But to be honest with you all, when booking this trip to Dubai through Gate 1 Travel, I was a little bit nervous because there were no reviews about Gate 1 Travel on YouTube. Like, there were videos about Gate 1 Travel on YouTube, but they were produced by Gate 1. Like, I didn't see any third party or second party doing a review on Gate 1 Travel. Although they did have Google reviews, they had like no YouTube reviews, and I was like, who don't got YouTube reviews? Like, if you don't got YouTube reviews, you're not popping. Like, who don't have YouTube reviews, you know? But looking, like, after traveling with them and looking on their Instagram, I feel like they have a much older audience, and I feel like older people don't really go on YouTube and do like reviews about stuff like this. So I'm assuming maybe that's why they don't have YouTube reviews. All in all, they can use better promotion. They should get me. They should get me. But anyways, I was a positive experience booking with them, but I have to admit at first I did think it was a scam. Now, as far as my flight, I flew Emirates. I'm happy I did fly Emirates because I just feel like if you're going to the Middle East, you should just fly like Emirates. I feel like, at least for your first time, like I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's what you're supposed to do, but I don't really know. I had heard a lot about flying Emirates. Everybody says it's so fancy, it's so luxurious, all this stuff, right? Now granted, I did fly economy, but honestly that flight was a regular basic old flight. It was a regular basic old flight, okay? The seats were kind of cramped and they were kind of hard, but granted I was on that flight for about 13 to 14 hours, and honestly it is hard to make a flight comfortable in economy for 13 to 14 hours. The positives were that we got there safely, okay? I mean, that's all a flight is supposed to do, really. Some of the positives were is that they fed us. We got breakfast, snack, and dinner. Honestly, it was so much food coming around that I felt like, I'm done, sis. I am not hungry anymore. So it was a lot of food. I was not hungry at all during the flight. They also had free movies and music. So I was watching like Get Out on my way home, and I was also listening to Beyonce. So I was chilling. They also gave us some cute little bags that had some little goodies in it that were perfect for the flight. Like, I believe we got a toothbrush, a toothpaste, a pair of socks, and also some earplugs. Now, as far as the hotel, I stayed at the Novotel Hotel off of Sheikh Zayed Road in Dubai. I did not get to choose which hotel I stayed at. I just chose the package I got, and that is the hotel that came with the package that I booked. I would rate the hotel a 7.5 out of 10. All the public facilities were beautiful. The breakfast was amazing. I still daydream about the breakfast. They had this fire pasta. The breakfast was free. It was amazing. Also, the staff was super great, but the rooms were just like a little basic to me. For some reason, I just felt like the carpets were dirty. I mean, I couldn't see any dirt on the carpet, but granted, it was also brown, so you really can't see dirt on a brown carpet. Or that could have just been like my mind, but I just felt like the carpet was dirty. Like, I don't want to see a brown carpet in my hotel room. I need to be able to see what's on this floor, and the brown carpet just was kind of throwing me off a little bit. I actually noticed that on some of the pieces of the furniture, the finishing was starting to come off, so you can see like a clear plastic film coming off, and I could obviously identify what that was, but to me it just felt dirty. Like, I feel like because it wasn't my home, any little thing that wasn't perfect, it just made me feel like you know, like like it just was like, I was like, germs, I'm being attacked. Like, I just felt like I was being attacked with germs, even though I didn't really see any germs. I didn't see any bugs, I didn't see any dust, but it was just like little stuff like the carpet and like the ceiling coming off, not the ceiling, but like the ceiling coming off of the furniture. It just was making me feel like, ooh, that's a little a little ghetto. But granted, it was only $100 a night, so I think that if you're on a budget, you could put up with it. It's not that bad. And a fun fact about all the hotels in Dubai, everything is being newly built, so you're never gonna see like a hotel with like a bad rating. You'll never see a hotel with like a 3-star review, and if you do, you need to move away, girl, because all the hotels that I've seen were about 4 and 5-star reviews just because they are new hotels. So that was a little bit of the background for my trip, but now I'm just gonna go ahead and discuss some more general things. Now I'm gonna talk about something that I know we all care about, which is money. Money. There are a lot of things to do in Dubai, and the amount of money that you're gonna need is gonna vary depending on how many activities you want to partake in. I chose to bring $1,000 on my trip, and that is equivalent to 3,673 AED. Well, at this time, because y'all know it fluctuates. I put $500 on a card that I knew I wouldn't be charged any foreign transaction fees for. Then I went to my bank and exchanged the other $500 for AED, and that was completely free. I exchanged my money a week before my trip because most banks don't have foreign currency on hand, therefore they need to order it in for you. So as of today, $1 equals $3.67 in AED. So that means that the $500 cash that I had in USD is now about $1,800 in AED. At first when I got there, I thought I was balling. I thought my money was endless. I was like, ooh, my money really doing something over here. I could get used to this. But let me tell y'all, it is not. It's not. I'm sorry, y'all. Your money is not as long as you think it is, because in most cases, especially doing more of the tourist activities, they raise the price so that it's equivalent to the US price. For example, a little $5 trinket that you would have found in America is not going to cost you $1 in Dubai because your money is so much longer. It's actually going to cost you 18 AED, which ends up equaling $5 US anyways. Dubai was created for tourism. Therefore, all those businesses that are in Dubai are there to make money from you. So you're not going to always find the best deal, but you will find some really good deals in there. On one hand, you'll find some really great deals. I remember seeing a fox fur vest for $100 US, and I regret not buying it so much. It was so cute. It was so good. I left it there. It was $100 US, brand new, in great condition, $100 US. So that's an amazing deal. But then on the other hand, you'll go to restaurants and you end up spending the same amount of money you would have spent if you were in the US. Now let's talk about some of the fun things to do while in Dubai. There is a lot of stuff to do in Dubai, so make sure you plan, okay? Some things to do in Dubai include the Dubai Mall, the Grand Mosque, Desert Safari Tour, Dinner in the Sky, Gold Souk, Global Village, and the Miracle Garden, and that is just to name a few. You can also go visit the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world, or go to the Frame, which is like a cheaper, shorter version of the Burj Khalifa, and that's also a great site. So I'm gonna go over the activities and the excursions that I actually did partake in while I was in Dubai. If you love malls, you are gonna love the Dubai Mall. It is the biggest mall in the whole entire world and has 4 floors, but don't get it twisted, the floors are super wide, and they have every store from Crate & Barrel to Gucci. They have this aquarium, which is super popular, where you can actually go ahead and go in and swim with the sharks. You can pet stingrays. You can even take a little boat inside the aquarium. It's really cool. Of course, there's all the extra fee attached to that, so I just looked at it from the outside, but it is a really cool experience. The Dubai Mall has over 1,200 stores, but ironically, I walked in there and I did not buy a thing. And if you know me, you know that it's virtually impossible, but I actually ended up not buying anything from the Dubai Mall, which I was shocked about. One thing I did notice about the mall is that although there are 1,200 stores in the mall, they'll have like 4 Guccis in the mall. Like there was like a kid Gucci, a women's shoe Gucci, a bag Gucci, a clothing Gucci, so they had like 4 Gucci. So I think that does make up for the large amount of stores they do have in the mall. Souks is another word for markets, and in Dubai they have everything from the gold souk to the spice souk to the fragrance souk. I love the souk markets, and I ended up spending around 8 hours there on the second day of my trip. So to get there, I took a taxi from my hotel to the creek, and then I took a boat across from the textile souk to the spice souk that only cost me 1 dirham, and that's literally 27 cents in USD. The boat ride was only 27 cents, but it was an amazing experience. It was a great view, a great breeze. We were on there with the local people. It was just so nice. It just made me feel like I was like really in Dubai. But if boats aren't your thing, they also have a bridge that you can just take across the creek. But I feel like it's more fun when you take the boat. So take the boat, y'all. It's only 27 cents. It's kind of safe. I mean, like, you don't have a life vest or anything, but like, it's fun. Do it. Do it. It was so much fun. If you're considering going to the markets, I would definitely recommend that you bring cash. This is a place where you're gonna want to bargain, and it's always so much easier bargaining in cash. And when I say cash, I'm referring to AED and not USD. Some people did accept USD, but it's just better to just deal with AED when you're over there. Another tip that I would suggest if you're going to the markets is to make sure that you shop around. Honestly, all the stores over there have the same exact thing, the same exact setup. They're gonna do the same exact show for you where they like make you smell a menthol. They all do the same show, and most times they all have different prices. So go around and shop and see who has the best price and buy from them. Also, be prepared to be harassed when you're going to the market.
Thank
you.
T-shirt, Dubai T-shirt, $5. $5.
It's gonna be like an alleyway with a whole bunch of stores that has like pretty much all of the same stuff, and they're all gonna be yelling at you, trying to convince you that their stuff is better when really it's all the same. And what did they call me? They were calling me Shakira, they were calling me brown sugar, a whole bunch of stuff. So just be prepared to be harassed when you go to the market. Just to put some things into perspective, I'm just gonna show you all a little haul of some of the stuff that I brought while I was at the market. So I got this little purse right here. I got 2 of them, and together they were $15 US. Got one of these cool metal bags, and this was $13 US. I also got this little wallet, which is perfect for gifting, and this was only $2 US. I got this thing right here, which is a whole floor poof. This was actually $70 US, so still kind of pricey, but it is beautiful. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? It's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, it's a little pricey, but I mean, I was in Dubai, sis. I was in Dubai. I really did love the souks, but honestly, Global Village is on another level. Global Village is around the same size as Disney World, and inside of it, there are over 90 countries represented. So there was like a section for like Morocco, Turkey, Egypt, Japan, just like all the countries you could think of. Inside of each space, you would find markets and food that represented that country, so it was really cool. They had everything there, from textiles to furs to jewelry to handbags to shoes to spices to food. They had everything you could imagine. Global Village also has a lot of fur and leather stores, and while I was there, I found this fur store that was selling this orange fox fur vest for $100. $100, and it was my size, and I left it because I was like, I don't really want to buy a fur. I'm here to buy something different, but I regret it so much. It was a fox fur in great condition for only $100. I mean, so with that being said, they have a lot of great deals there. So if you're looking for like a leather jacket or a new fur or a new purse, be sure to check out the Global Village. The place was super nice, but it wasn't touristy at all. It kind of seemed like it was like for the people who live there, outlets. Even though there wasn't like outlet stores, it was kind of like an outdoor shopping kind of thing, so it kind of felt like an outlet. And y'all, the people that were out there even had shopping carts. Like, you can get shopping carts from like Global Village. They were red like it was Target. They were out there like it was Target, just pushing their shopping carts through the markets, being just being regular, like with their kids in the shopping carts, eating the ice cream. Like, it was just so strange to me, but it was just like so cool. I also feel like the products at the Global Village were just way more authentic than the ones at the souks. I mean, the stuff at the souks seemed like exciting when you go to like the first market, but then once you go to like the second and the third and the fourth, and they all have the same stuff, that just kind of makes it seem not special. But here, every single market has something different. For example, I got this beautiful jacket. It is stunning. It is so well made. Sorry, I forgot which country I was in when I got this. So sorry about it, but it was one of the countries. It is absolutely beautiful. It is so well made. Every time I wear this, somebody stop me, because it just looks like it's something that you can't get from America. It's just like a beautiful, handmade, authentic piece that actually looks like I went to the Middle East, and this is what I was looking for. And if you're looking for like nice, authentic pieces, go to Global Village. The Dubai Miracle Garden is absolutely stunning. It's like Edward Scissorhands, but like on 1,000, but like not in a creepy way. It's just like everything there is like super beautiful. Like, they have like elephants made out of flowers and like airplanes made out of flowers. Like, everything there is just like super pretty. and it's only $13 for entry, so I think it's worth going. If you're going there to take your Instagram photos like me, don't worry, it is big enough so that you can take your photos there without being like photobombed, but it's also not like so big to the point where you're like, how do I get out of here? Where's the exit? I'm ready to go home. Like, it's not that big, but it's a nice size. They also have a few food vendors there, and then they have like swings and hammocks, so it's just a place you can go to just chill out for cheap and get a nice view. So dinner in the sky, as the name implies, is essentially dinner in the sky. So you sit around a table and there's a chef in the middle, kind of like hibachi, and then they just attach a crane to your table and they just lift you up and you have dinner in the sky. Now they do have this in different countries, but Dubai has great architecture, so it is a perfect place to have dinner in the sky. Honestly, when I was booking this, I thought it would just be cute for like the Instagram photos, but honestly, it was an amazing experience and the food was absolutely amazing. Also, the chefs take great photos for you whenever you ask, so that is definitely an added bonus. To be honest, this experience was a little bit pricey, coming in at $200 US, but it was a great experience and I would definitely recommend that all of you all try it out. If you don't do a desert safari tour on your first time to Dubai, it's like, did you even really go? Did you really? Did you go? Did you go, sis? I booked my desert safari tour through Ocean Air Travel, which is another company that I love, another company that I looked at while I was in Dubai, another great company that you should definitely use to book your excursions with. My desert safari tour was a total of $60 US. So here's what the $60 covered. Pick up and drop off from the hotel, a camel ride, henna, hookah, and dinner. Only thing that the $60 did not cover was ATVing, and I believe that was like an additional $20. I had a great experience with Ocean Air Travel. The tour guide was great. They take bomb photos. If you take great photos, you have my heart. He took amazing photos. And they also did not accept any tips. Like, we tried to tip them on a low. They did not accept any tips. So that was super amazing, and only for $60. I was so happy with the experience from Ocean Air Travel for my desert safari tour that I decided to go ahead and book another tour to the Grand Mosque with Ocean Air Travel. So this trip was $52 and it included pickup and drop off from the hotel, a guided tour, a little photo shoot, and they also give you an outfit that you have to return at the end, but they do give you an outfit to wear to the mosque if you don't have anything to wear. If you're going to the mosque, I would definitely recommend that you go with the tour guide or tour group, simply because there are so many rules and regulations at the mosque, and you want to make sure that you're not disrespecting anyone, so just make sure that you go with a tour guide who knows what he's doing, and I had a positive experience booking with Ocean Air Travel. While you're in Dubai, your transportation options are the taxi or the train. I didn't take the train while I was there, so I really can't speak to it, but my main mode of transportation while in Dubai were taxis. The taxis take card and they also take AED. If your budget does allow, I would definitely recommend hiring a private driver, simply because it is easy to catch taxis from places that are touristy, but if you're going to somewhere that isn't so touristy, like a restaurant you might have found online, it might be easy to get there, but it's definitely going to be hard to get back to your hotel at the end of the night. I don't want to make it seem like the taxis out there aren't reliable, because they are reliable, but it's just so much easier to find a taxi in a place where they know it's going to be a lot of tourists than it is to find a taxi at like a local restaurant. A tip when catching taxis is to make sure that you avoid the black Lexuses. I have nothing against Lexuses, but just out there, they charge you way more to get in a Lexus than they would to get in a regular taxi. A lot of times when you're leaving a tourist destination like the Miracle Garden, there'll be like a line of black Lexuses, and then behind that it'll be like a whole bunch of regular taxis. Of course you're gonna get in the first taxi you see, which 9 times out of 10 is gonna be a Lexus, but don't, because these taxis are way more expensive. The Lexuses run on a meter as well, but their rate is just so much higher than a regular taxi, so just skip the Lexus and just go ahead and get in a regular taxi. I think dress is one of the biggest things that tourists struggle with when coming to Dubai, simply because our cultures are so different. But during my time in Dubai, I saw people wearing short shorts and bodysuits, and then I also saw people wearing like full covered up gowns. So to me, it was kind of like a free-for-all. Honestly, Dubai was created for tourism, so they know there's gonna be people coming in from other cultures that don't share the same beliefs as them. But I feel like since it was created in a more part of the world that's more modest, if you're going there, you should just respect their beliefs. With that being said, I think it's just best to dress modestly to avoid any problems. I feel like if you're going to Dubai, this is the time to pull out your nice flowy long dresses and also like your cute jumpsuits. Honestly, when I'm trying to dress modestly, I usually just follow a 50% rule. It's a little rule I made up, so if you're covering 50% of your body, you can show the other portion. For example, when I was in Dubai and I did the desert safari tour, I had on some white shorts, They weren't super short and they also weren't super tight, but up top I did have on a crew neck. I wasn't giving y'all no chest, and I also did have the matching jacket to the shorts. So I'm giving y'all a little something, but I'm not giving y'all too much because I wanted to maintain and make sure that I'm being myself there, but I also didn't want to disrespect anyone. Another great example of a kind of modest dress that I wore was this beautiful white dress that had like these flowers all over it, but instead of the flowers just being like printed on the dress, they were actually like cut out in the dress, so the dress was pretty much open and kind of see-through. So to go under that, I just simply wore, the dress was white, so I just wore like a white tube top dress under it, and that was so super cute. It was still like me, but it was still like appropriate. I don't recall getting any negative responses from any of the outfits that I wore, and if you would like to see more of my outfits, be sure to check out my vlog where I showcase my outfit for everyday outfits in Dubai. But I didn't really get any negative responses from my outfits, so I think that was fine. So definitely use those outfits to inspire yours. So I went to Dubai in January, and if you guys remember, there was a lot of tension between US and Iran at the time, and it was all over the media, so it was just scaring me to death. I was like, I have a trip to Dubai, and honestly, Dubai and Iran honestly aren't that close, but it's closer to America. Like, it's closer, Iran and Dubai are closer than America and Dubai, and I just didn't want to get caught in like the crossfire because like that has nothing to do with me. I'm just like a 21-year-old girl trying to go on vacation and live my best life. That has nothing to do with me. But I decided to just go ahead and step out on faith and go to Dubai, and I'm so happy that I made that decision. Especially now looking at the times that we're living in, like people can't even travel right now. Like, like we literally thought it was about to be a war, and then that stopped, and now we're like in a pandemic. Like, what's going on? To be honest, when we got there, nobody even cared that we were American. They were just like, hey, welcome to Dubai. Like, everybody was just so normal and so nice and so chill. Till this day, I still talk to people that I've met in Dubai, specifically this man who owns a shop in the souks. We literally spent like an hour and a half in his store, literally just talking, chatting, buying stuff from him. He was just really cool and like really genuine. I follow him on Instagram, and like we still talk here and there. So he was just really cool and really nice. I had an amazing experience in Dubai, and I think if you're contemplating going, you should definitely go. I definitely plan on going again, and that is my little review of Dubai. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to write them in the comment section down below. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram, and I will see you all later.